Good morning guys, welcome to Lakshmi Skills. Today we are going to discuss about 10th class main topics. As we have know that exams are coming very soon, so there is only 2 months time for your preparation. So this course will be helping you to achieve your goals. So in this main topic we are going to discuss about quadratic equation. So this is a topic which is one of the most useful in your paper 1. So it consists of 4 marks in your section 3 and 2 marks in section 2 and 1 mark question you may expect in section 1. So without going anything, so you can get only 7 marks from quadratic equations. So let us go into the topic. So what it consists of? It consists of finding roots by using factorization method, by formula method, finding quadratic equations from roots alpha and beta, and graphical method. So these are the main things which we will be covering in this quadratic equations. So you can expect a 4 marks question from a graphical method. So this graphical method is one of the most frequently asked question in your board examination. So we will be greater focusing on this. So without going late, we are going to start finding roots by factorization method. First of all, we will discuss about finding roots by factorization method. So this method which we will be discussing is one of the oldest method, and you have seen this method in your 9th class. So without going late, just follow some tricks to get the correct answer. For example, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So while doing the problem, you need to compare with a standard equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c. So from here you can see the a value is 1 and b value is minus 5 and c value is 6. So in this factorization method you need to multiply a and c. So first of all you multiply a and c. A into c, that is 1 into 6, it is a 6. So automatically after finishing this step you need to move on to the getting the factors for this 6. For example, 6 can be written 1 6 6, and note that after adding these two numbers you need to get the middle number, that is b. So 1 plus 6 is 7. Next go for another one. 2 3 6, 2 plus 3 it is 5. Note it is minus 5, not 5. So move on to next step, that is minus 2 minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3 means minus into minus plus 2 3 6, and minus 2 minus 3 it is minus 5. So we can take the minus 5 from here. So x square, this 5x can be resolved into minus 2x and minus 3x plus 6. From here you can take x common. So already I have taken x common, so one more x is remaining here. So take it here and minus, and x came out, so the leftover is 2. Then take minus 3 common here and the x is remaining. So minus into plus minus, and I have taken 3 common, so automatically there will be a 2 here. So this is one term and this is another term. So you can see x minus 2 in common. So I am taking x minus 2 here, and you can get x minus 3. As we know that a into b is equal to 0, then a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, or ab equal to 0. For example, I am taking a into b is equal to 0. Just take a value 1 here and b value 0. So 1 into 0 is 0. Again here b is equal to 0. A value 0, b value 5. 0 into 5 is again 0. And I am taking a value 0 and b value 0. So 0 into 0 is also a 0. So whenever we get a into b is equal to 0, either we can take a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0 or ab is equal to 0. From that case we are going and taking this case x minus 2 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we are transposing this minus 2 to the right side. So when I transpose minus 2 right side, automatically it becomes positive. So minus 2 moving right side becomes 2 here, and minus 3 moving towards right get x equal to 3. So we'll go into next example and see here. 2x square minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. We are going to solve this equation. So first of all, you need to compare this equation with standard equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. From here you need to multiply a and c. 2 into 5 is 10. So here you need to focus, my dear children, because most of the guys will be taking only 5 and resolving into 7, so which is not possible and they are going to lose the marks. So for the better understanding, you just write the standard equation and you need to multiply a and c here, a and c. So a value is 2 here and c value is 5. 2 5 is 10. So after you are getting this value, you are going to resolve this 10 into the factors. For example, 1 into 10, that is 1 10 ja 10. So add this 1 plus 10, it is 11. 2 5 ja 10. 2 plus 5 is 7 here. So we require minus 7. So I am going for minus 2 minus 5. It is minus 7. So take this value and just place it over here. 2x square, and while writing this you need to keep in mind that you need to take the terms in such a way that it should be easy to take common from the both the terms. So I am taking here minus 2x minus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0, and I am taking 2x common and only x is remaining here and minus sign same, and I have taken 2x. So most of the children are getting confused here because they are taken 2x out. They don't know which term to place here, as we know that 1 is a factor of anything. So whenever you take a complete term outside, so you can replace it with 1, and minus 5x, it is x, and minus into plus minus 5 taken out, it is 1 again. So just take x minus 1 common and 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to 0, and transposing this minus 1 to the right, it becomes positive, and 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, and taking this 5 to the common right side, this 5, and x is equals to 5 by 2. So in this way you are going to solve this type of problems, and there will be some cases where you will be finding a value root and c value also root, which will be discussing in our next problem, and it's an assignment to you. So you are getting one type of question, that is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2. So this type of questions you no need to get worried, because you can see here root a into root a will be a itself. So this concept you need to keep in mind. So same format, write the standard equation, compare a value is root 2 and c value is 5 root 2. Just multiply a into c, that is root 2 into 5 root 2. So it is root 2 into root 2 is 2 itself, and into 5, 2 5 ja 10. So we are going to write the factors for this 10. So take 10 here, write factors, 1 10 ja 10, that is if you add these 2 you are getting 11. So but actually we need 7. So 2 5 ja 10, and you add this 2 plus 5, it is 7. So we are getting the middle term. So you should take these terms. So don't worry the sign convention of this here. So you need to take the signs of these two numbers. So root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equals to 0. So from here you take root 2x common, so the leftover term is x here, and you take place and see here root 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. So one root 2 is taken out, so there will be another root 2 and x taken out. So 5 common and it is x plus root 2 is equal to 0. So again you can see this, you are getting two terms. This is one term and this is another term. So both the terms are having x plus root 2 is common. So take x plus root 2 without any let, and x plus root 2 into root 2x plus 5. So is equal to 0. As I said you before, a b equal to 0, then a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0 and ab is equal to 0. So x plus root 2 is equal to 0. So x is equals to, transposing this plus 2 to right side, will be plus 2 will becoming minus 2 root 2, and root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So here you need to keep in mind that these terms are different. This is one term and this is another term. So the x part which we are going to find is in the first part, and so we are going to send the remaining part to the right side. That is root 2x is equals to minus 5 and x is equals to minus 5 by root 2. So in this way you are going to solve a root value quadratic equations. So don't get tense and follow the following steps and you are going to get your answer.